Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to this tutorial. In the last tutorial we made a program that was testing the user's work experience as well as testing the age that you can enter to a particular website or webcam, whatever. So like here I want to edit this program and say we're talking about something called nesting. So nesting is putting an if function into another if function. So let's say int age, alright, and say maybe character, gender, alright. So I want to say print, I want to prompt the user to say how old are you. Alright, so that's the question I put into the program to the user to answer it and say scanf. So you're gonna scan what you call percent space, let's say age, percent, what's this, percent, come here and say age. Alright, so you can do that, and then again we ask for another question. So you can say printf what's your gender, say what is your gender, and so you're gonna give you options and say it is M or F. Ask this question here and come here, come out of the function and say scanf. Here we're gonna pull this one and say space percent because just one character, comma, and say an ampersand, gender. The same we need to do to this one, add an ampersand and ampersand. So guys, like you can see, I'm adding spaces to my my scanf. Like here I've added space and I've added space. Basically this is to avoid your compiler being confused. Sometimes the compiler may not be working smart, and if you don't use that space you're gonna skip some of the functions. So let's get into the if function and start nesting. So let's say if, so whatever you want in if is if age, alright, if age is greater than or equals to 18, what you're gonna say, you're gonna print a function and say welcome dear, you are, and we leave it like that. Alright, so and the break here we just leave it like that, we don't break to another line. So again you come here, and if the age is not less than the age is less than 18, we hear another if here and say age is less than 18 years, and we say of course printf and say that there is nothing to see here, there is nothing to see here, right? So that was our first variable. So what you come here and say like welcome dear, you are, so let's say just this here. Alright, so like inside this if function we add another if inside it, and we say if, alright, if gender is equal to, we say M, so that's the man, right? The reason that's why you give options here is that someone can just type in like I'm a dude, I'm a lord, I'm a lady, I'm whatever, you see. So to avoid that one you give options to the user so they cannot confuse every time. So you give like printf, let's say I'm a dude, right? So like yeah dude, I'm a dude. Alright, so that's the end of our function. And if it's not the case, if gender is equal to F, and then what we're gonna say is printf I'm a lady. So I'm a lady, like this is our program. So you can see this one, you can tell the compiler we're gonna input your age, whatever we're gonna input, then run it and see. So let's run the program and see what we're talking about. And sometimes having the practical experience is better than the theoretical experience, because computing and programming is totally almost 98% practical experience. Some theories a little bit applied, and of course some of it may be imaginations, but not in the real world because you can't see. Let's try this one. So how old are you? I input my age, put my gender, and see what's gonna happen to this little program. Too slow, but it's working out. So let's check. How old are you? I'm 20 years. What's your gender? I'm a male. Welcome, I'm a dude. Welcome, dear my dude. So you can see the program is running. Let's try it again and say, how old I am? 20 years old. Baby, he's just 19 years of age. And say, what's your gender? She's a feminine. Welcome, dear my lady. So you can see the program just filters out and makes a decision to something different. Absolutely working smart, and you can see. So let's try it and say like, oh, what's your age? I'm just 12 years of age. What's your gender? I'm gender F, female. There is nothing to see here, so you can see like, oh, you're not of that age, and I'm not gonna even I don't want to use even your gender. I don't want to think about age. There's nothing to see here. I don't have to focus about your gender. So that's the program is focusing. So let's check out why did you use this space. If I eliminate this space here and say this, and this one come and look like this, let's build and run this program again and see if what we're talking about is making some sense for us. Without that space, what do you expect to see? So they can understand better when I say that space is going to confuse your compiler. You may wonder, how can a compiler be confused? I'm not seeing it being confused. So let's try and see what do you have. If my compiler is working smooth, then you're gonna do all the necessary. But if having a problem, then expect that you're gonna be much confused and you're gonna see it. So like, let's first have the first input and say like, what's my age? I put my age as usual. Of course I'm 20 years of age. Yeah, I'm too young, but I'm determined to be old at one time. So how old are you? I'm just 20 years of age. So you can see what's your age. I'm just 20 years. What's your gender? It doesn't care about that because I'm above 18. 12 comes to me directly. And so you see, so having that space, you want to give the logical order of events happening in your compiler systematically. So guys, trust me, wherever developing a program that has more than one input, ensure you give space in your scanf to ensure that the variable is stored for future use. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being with me up to this particular time. Let's meet in the next tutorial where I'll be discussing about something new, a little new, and see. Thank you so much. Of course, we have made a decision using a simple program. Try it out using something different. Thank you so much. We love you guys.